oasis in the desert. Welcome to Chase Field. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Wolverines offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles. Today, David, they have a chance to end the season with the W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with the win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Keeps it looking for room. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Sweet throw and catch along the side. It's enough for the first down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The run inside. It's Marshall. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's caught. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. The Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just got rid of that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This defense defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kansas State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense. They said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots. So, obviously, we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays. That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Straight ahead, it's Jackson. They were all over it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line, they're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quick give. It's Jackson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes a handoff. It's Fields.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Underwood rushes on, and here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sweet cut there. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Look out! And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Out wide left, it's Marsh. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Underwood to throw. Rush right in his face. And wings it incomplete. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. A strike downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Motion from the back. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds his target down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught by Williams on the right. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Johnson looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Turning it on. Got some room, entered to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you've got to make plays. You've got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 1. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the back. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides to the back. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Trying to squeak through the pile. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
2nd and long here. Johnson wants to throw it. Left side is Jackson. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drives inside. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Throwing, Underwood. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Taking a shot. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap on first down, wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check. Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Catching up with the Wolverines head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's White. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Johnson wants to throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. He just didn't have it there.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Hits inside. It's Fields. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Got his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's looking to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense. Johnson looking to throw.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. They want to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. From the gun, it's Marshall.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Got an alley. He's past the 30. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Got him on the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Johnson wants to throw it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Running inside, it's Jackson. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, though.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The run inside. It's Marshall. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Got room at the 35. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got a little space. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Underwood. Back's got it on the screen. Runs through the tackle. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
All right, for this offensive line now, you've got to gear up. You've got to really start to hone in, understand that if you don't start playing better and you don't start giving this quarterback time, trailing in the second half, needing to throw, you're not going to have a chance to win.
Johnson looking to throw. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Here we go, ready, go, go.
Wants to throw one first. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Ready, ready. Flag 18. Shift. Where did he go?
Tells the run, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Lucky to get it off.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Hand it to the back. Breaks into the open. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sets his feet. It's Fowler Nicolosi. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. That's one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
So they have a completion, but not much yardage to show for it as they are looking at 3rd and 10. The snap sets up to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Drops back on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Looking down the middle. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Wildcat sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high five from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they are aware of it. They are making sure to save that game ball for him. He's got to run right back out there and get right back to work. But, guys, they did take a moment to celebrate the history we just witnessed. Back to you guys.
Okay, Holly. Escapes the pressure going right. Turning it on. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Couldn't set his feet.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Doesn't get it there.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Churns into the pile. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. You know, there's no